Doing numbers like equations. Trench talk when you jump up off the porch as a youngin' and start posting on the block with the junkies and get it bounced.
My experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong.
Right.
I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned.
Damn,
so
they tease you, cuz?
Yeah. So there was a lot of self-esteem issues.
Right.
No, I'm being dead honest. So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that.
Right.
That wasn't the situation. So again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So, but that still didn't deter me from still dating or pursuing black girls. Right. So my thing now is because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, to go off and make money, this and that, and date the opposite color, opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with, good energy, and I get a good vibe with. Right. That's where I am. Like I said, we all want somebody that's attractive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Aesthetics going to play a big part in it. Anybody that says, "Oh, well, I don't care what the person looks like," that's a lie. That's a lie. We all want somebody that we can roll over and wake up to. That's, you know what I mean, that looks pleasing to the eye. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I had as I have now.
You hit puberty.
Right. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom.
Good, was good. How y'all feeling out there today, man? You back tuning to your boy being there, Charlie's Vision YouTube channel, man. Terrell, Owens, man. He came out the bag, man, and told the world what he was going through in his experiences with black women and white women and dating outside his race and things of that nature. And what is my thoughts on his preference, you know what I mean, and his thought process of what he feel about, you know what I mean, his decision making on it now, right? That's what I feel though, man. I think we all been through those stories of what he said, especially me as a bigger guy and living in the neighborhood, you know what I mean, and a lot of women, black women that we seen. Like I said, I can't speak for a lot of other coaches because I haven't had a lot of experiences with them. But I know within our culture, yeah, like if you don't look a certain way, you too dark skinned or you big or they think you look this or that way, they're going to tell you that and you're going to see the energy of that. I experienced that like my whole life going through from elementary to middle to just with the, you know what I mean? You always have those experiences like where it takes a piece of you to see somebody degrade you like that. You know what I mean? And if they tolerating you and never celebrating you, of course you're gonna look outside your race and see is it something different. You're gonna have a different preference because of the pain that you felt of the rejection. You know what I mean? Like I say, if you rejected a woman a lot and you bashed her like that, she gonna have a different imagery of black men. You know what I mean? I feel like that's all he went through. I went through the same thing as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, I think I see energies like that in our culture where it's like, even if you had a relationship with a black woman, she'll never call you, she'll never text you, she'll never speak to you. It's just like a different energy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know, it's this energy of I'm better than you. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened in the coaches. A lot of women that just feel that they better than you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That you are not on their level. That they, you know what I'm saying? That's why you see them with the dope boys and things of that nature. And I seen somebody come out and say, the white women didn't start liking him until he started grabbing the football or something like that. You know what I mean? I guess I'm just like, where'd that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, man, if you going through all that pain and you don't see out in those situations, of course you're going to try something different because you want love just like everybody else want love. You know what I mean? And like I said before, like if you get rich and get successful and all of a sudden those black women that used to dish you and hurt you, look at you now and want to be with you, it's not going to be authentic. Let's use Michael B. Jordan, right? Remember the girl used to say he was a nerd and, you know what I'm saying, lame and all of this different things. Then see Michael B. Jordan now at the Creed premiere or whatever, and then all of a sudden she like so into him. He's so amazing. So many women like him now. You know what I mean? Look at the old Drake to the new Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they're evolving. I don't feel like a lot of women like to do that thing where they stick with they dude until they get to the top. Is the reason why the movie Acrimony was made. You know what I mean? The dude working on something for years and it's like, nah, forget you. I'm ready to get divorced. I'm tired of you. And then he hit the millions and then his heart still loved that individual. So he give her money and she still try to kill him at the end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the world we live in. It's all the negative things that we seeing on TV and things and what being taught in the homes. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, I remember when I was a kid, man, I think we was at like a Bible study at somebody's house, man. And I remember I was a little kid. And I go up and I remember the girls was just like calling me ugly, all type of stuff, man. And I'm a little kid, I run out of the house, I'm crying and stuff like that. And I just remember those days. I remember them days when I was tortured or you know what I mean, talked down on, you big, you this, you that. I remember all of that stuff. It always would be in my memory. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about somebody become rich and successful and famous. He's not going to go to a place where people used to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hurt you, didn't appreciate you, didn't have no love for you. And I felt like in my earlier years, I felt like a lot of black women used me as a punching bag. As far as like they would have those bad relationships they get with you, knowing you're going to get nothing but pure love, but they don't love you. So they just use all their anger on you to try to hurt you, to down you and do all these evil things. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not all, it's just those particular ones that shaped our mind to believing that, you know what I mean, maybe we can't find the same thing, that happiness within the culture, you know what I'm saying, like I said. But I don't knock him for what he said. That was his experiences. I think a lot of us experienced that, you know what I mean, unless you grew up, you know what I'm saying, extremely attractive male or something like that, or somebody that had a lot of money, you wasn't appreciated or loved in your community. Like I still to this day don't see that love. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like you don't really see that love like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like nobody should bash him because that was his experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Now, like I said, when you go to white and different race, they're taught different. Spanish women are taught different from black women. White women are taught different from black women. They are taught completely different. That's why you might, I'm not going to say the numbers, but I believe you will find more feminine energy in those other races than you would in our race. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like dating your homeboy when you date a lot of black women nowadays because they so harsh and cold. You know what I mean? And then it's like to be with a woman that don't identify what they want or know, that's even worse. I mean, I think being with a woman that's not, this is one of the things I used to deal with dating black women and stuff like that, is having that thing where they don't know for sure what they want. You know what I mean? And that's scary to go through that honeymoon stage and the person just don't know what they want. And then they just fishing through life through all these different individuals because, you know, in the community, any black man will mess with any type of female. So they just fishing through dudes. They never having marriage at the end of the tunnel of what they doing, and their personality would never be able to be in a marriage because they're so dark. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel nothing wrong with what T.O. was saying, you know what I mean, to Ocho. You know what I mean? Some people date black women and they find the right ones, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard as hell to find the right ones nowadays because we in the mentality of the sexy reds and the whole mentality where it's okay to be a whore and to degrade yourself and to treat men like trash. And it's like everywhere we go, even when I'm gonna get on that Ebony K thing too, like even with her, like coming out saying what she said, I thought she was all fake with that. You know what I mean? I really do. I felt like she was fake with her commentary. I believe she was just saying something to get clicks and likes because I don't feel like that's how she truly feel. You know what I mean? And the two times the man called the phone and she said, no, hang it up. You know what I mean? She don't really feel that way about, like why I say, the black women that we are surrounded with, a lot of times in the communities, they just acting. They don't really like black men. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Like a lot of them don't. They have sex and stuff with them, but they don't like them at all, bro. Like they really have a hatred in their heart for them. And it started from a young age, from not hating their father, hating their uncles, hating all these people. And then telling all these fake stories on people to try to tear them down, bro. Like I said before, I've seen that a lot in the community. So like I said, I'm a big dude, so of course I deal with the harshest of the harshest. That's why people always ask, like, why you so quiet back in the days and this and that. Now I talk a lot more. It's because of those experiences. Those experiences shape my mental and how I think. As a kid, you gotta think I'm a kid and I'm dealing with people tearing me down, saying the most negative things they could possibly say about me. It didn't make me feel good. That shit didn't make me feel good. When I see a person of my own culture, you know what I mean, that I'm thinking supposed to have love for me, don't have love for me, and it will rip me to shreds and humiliate and embarrass me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I went into that phase of my life when I was a kid, early adult, where I just didn't want to talk. I didn't want to be a part of that. Because I felt like when I was chill with my homeboys and stuff like that, and certain females would come around, they use you as a joking tool or somebody to belittle while they they flirting. They want to belittle you, tear you down, say the most worst shit they could possibly say to you. You know what I mean? Or just look down on you completely. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt, bro. Like, so I don't think Terrell Owens said anything wrong. You know, like you said, he looking for the vibe and the energy. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell you before, like the women that's being produced and coming out, they really don't have that love for black women and black men because they was never taught to love a black man. They was never taught to love a black man. We ain't shit. We dogs. We always being belittled by our own women, bro. Like forever. Like belittled, trash. Like, you know what I mean, forever, dog. Like I just think about all the past relationships I had with black women. And I can only name one or two women that was black women that I looked at as respectable women. Everybody else was the coldest as they could possibly be. They didn't give a F about me as a person or none of that. They was cool with tearing me apart because some dude did them wrong. They was cool with that. You deserve it. You this and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't no love there a lot of times, bro. Like, I see that nowadays. Like, you be on social media. You could be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and your own family members won't even speak to you. Homegirls that you go to school with won't even speak to you. They don't, like I told you, this is why you see them black guys when they get successful go to a different race because they feel like they're being celebrated. Who want to be around a bunch of women that just tolerating you? They don't really love or care about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a hurtful feeling, but at the end of the day, you just got to deal with what God put before you. You know what I'm saying? But I deal with that shit all the time. I see it all the time, bro. When I see different black women, it's just like, if I was rich today or tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, and I'm single, would my first preference be a black woman? Hell no. Hell no. Because I never had a bunch of good experiences. Not even fucking dating, just life experience in general. I had a lot of dark experiences with black women that tried to just destroy me just off of how I look or my body size, or you know what I mean, you're big, your dick small, like every insult a black woman could say about you just for being a bigger guy, they would say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it real, bro. And all of those comments that be coming on social media, most of that shit come from black women. Just being real, bro. Like, if you really look at your story and shit like that, black women, black women, black women, black women, just degrading to the fullest power. You know what I'm saying? Do you really see a lot of white women coming on the motherfucking posters talking about black men? I'm just being real, man. You just don't see that shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I say, to say white is all right, that's some bullshit. But like I say before, what we deal with in our own culture be so hurtful. It make a nigga like T.O. or somebody that's rich and successful say, I don't want to experience that shit no more. I don't want to experience that shit. I don't want to experience that pain. No, I want to experience me falling in love with a woman and she can't even see herself in the future with me. I don't want to experience that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to experience the pain. I don't want to experience the degrading. I don't want to experience none of that shit no more of where you tolerating me and don't even love me. So he ain't saying shit wrong. That was his experience. We all have a different experience based on how we look in our community. You think I had it easy? Fuck no. They told me to shreds as a kid. Like, they degraded me to the... Like, why you always quiet? Why you don't want to talk? Nigga, I was being punished in my community, nigga. Love me? Where? Celebrate me? Where, nigga? They never celebrated me. They never... None of that shit, bro. Every black woman that was around me most of the time, is only a bare few that really show love. Probably 1%. The rest of them... Man, they did me so dirty, bro. It ain't even funny, nigga. They did you dirty, bro, like that. And they didn't give a fuck how dirty they did you. They will fucking humiliate you, embarrass you, tear you to shreds, and just don't give a fuck. They don't care. You don't mean shit to nobody. That's how they treated you. Like pure trash. You know what I'm saying? So him being dark skinned, I get that. You too dark, you ugly as hell. You too big, you ugly as hell. Your meat small, all type of fucked up shit they can say about you. They hurt you. And then you're a man, you be okay. You're a man, right? So you're a man, so you could just fucking destroy me mentally over and over again just because I'm a man and say that shit okay. Right? That's why they say being a nice guy and all that shit, that don't mean shit. Because you ain't dealing in a world full of effeminate women. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So yeah, you see all these athletes. Just think about it, right? This make sense, right? You see all these athletes with these different white and Spanish women at more of the higher amount as far as black, right? So what do they tell you? I'm just being honest. What did that tell you, bro? They've been getting fucked up their whole life by these black women, bro. Like degraded like a bitch by black women. Your daddy ain't shit. Like everything about a black man in our community ain't shit. That shit hurtful as hell. To be have Father's Day and every black woman talking down on dads. It's like there's no good ones out there. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to have my Facebook used to be locked and loaded with black women just destroying black men on Father's Day. To even see your kin folks look down on their own fathers and shit. I don't celebrate Father's Day, this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, our community fucked up, man. And that just is real. What I experienced was harsh, bro. Like I wouldn't give my beginning stages to nobody, bro. Like nigga, I got treated so motherfucking bad. It was the worst ever, bro. Like the absolute worst. I'm talking about. I remember one time a couple of guys from the neighborhood, we go to the mall and everybody we young kids and shit, middle school, some shit like that. We trying to talk to the girls, and I remember I tried to talk to everybody was like, go ahead, Charlie, go talk. Cause they was trying to the older kids was trying to teach the younger kids how to talk to women and stuff like that. And they took us out there and we go talk. And I remember what the girls said and all of that, and it was just like harsh. And everybody like, oh nah, bro, like hell nah. Everybody was defending me when she did that shit. Like she just straight up like just cut me in half and just threw me out, you know what I mean, to the fucking sharks, man. So yeah, like I said before, like if you having those type of experiences like that, bro, you get rich as hell, you ain't gonna want to go back to that shit. You gonna like fuck that, that shit. I know they don't love me for real. I like even when the black lady said that they started liking him when he played football. How would he know? Because he ain't been in that community. But he know damn well them black girls that was in that community didn't fuck him like him. So for him to get rich and successful and then they like him now, Michael B. Jordan now, T.O. now, he know damn well. He know damn well how harsh they used to fucking treat him. To be rich as hell and to go back to that shit? Fuck no, G. Fuck no, G. It ain't nowhere in hell, bro. I'm going back to that shit. After how harsh they treated me and I'm rich and successful, I ain't never gonna go back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would think, bro. Like, if I'm rich and successful, I would never go to that shit. Because I know that ain't real. If y'all love me and liked me when I was at my lowest, then I know you liked me for real. But if I'm rich as hell and successful now, you like me? I know you lying. You gonna write me now? Inbox me now? I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying like a motherfucker, man. But like I say, this black woman and black man, this thing that's going back and forward, the truth is the truth, bro. The truth is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't take nothing from T.O. for how you feel, because there's a lot of niggas that experience that. Especially me being a big dude, I definitely experienced that shit, like, in the harshest and most fucked up way you can possibly explain or say. You know what I mean? Like I said, as I get older, I started, a lot of people get kids, a lot of people started to mature more, and they look at life differently. But at the end of the day, the beginning was the harshest shit. Like my friends, like literally, man, the shit I had to deal with as kids, nigga. If I ain't had good friends, I'd probably be fucking dead somewhere, nigga. Like that's how harsh that shit was. It was fucked up for me, like real fucked up. If I had Dre or somebody, nigga, I probably wouldn't be here today. Like how bad they treated me in the neighborhoods and shit like that. They treated me like pure fucking trash, dog. Like straight up. It be times like my homie, he'll be like, they'll be trying to get him to do shit, and he'll be like, nah, bro, I ain't leaving Charlie out there, this and that. Like it'll be that fucking harsh where they'll try to even like just degrade you, like period, bro. Like just all the way degrade. And like I said, him Dre being a good friend, you know what I mean, that he never left me in the cold. That nigga would he was like I said, he one of the purest niggas I ever know in my life, like straight up, because I felt like he was always that protector type. I guess that's what the Leos. He was one of them type of people, man, that I felt like he really was the type of person like that would never leave you hanging, that would never abandon you, would never allow just a piece of pussy to influence his decision making. And that's why I always had like the highest respect for him, because he was the type of nigga that was like, that's my mans. They really did him dirty. I ain't gonna leave him like that. I'm gonna go check on my mans. Cause he knew in his mind I could fuck that bitch anytime. You know what I'm saying? He knew in his mind I could fuck that bitch anytime. But the scars that they getting this nigga, he ain't gonna be able to recover from this shit. So I'm gonna go holler at my mans and make sure he's straight. That's what Dre was. I really never had a lot of women that was like the Dre personality when it came to females. You know what I'm saying? It's only like I say, like that 1%. But most of the women in the community was harsh as fuck towards me. Like harsh as a bitch. Still to this day when I deal with that shit, I just be like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I get what T.O. was saying, bro. I get it. I understand it. Because like I say, most people, if they was rich today in the mall, they probably wouldn't date in the same race. They wouldn't date black women at all. Because of the hard shit that we dealt with, the teasing, the humiliation, the embarrassment, the belittling, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I just don't see it, bro, at a high numbers. There's a lot of people that just go outside the race because they feel like it's no happiness there. They just tolerate. To be with a woman that just tolerates you and not love you is the worst shit ever. And for to be surrounded with women that look down on you, you big, you this and that, and they just like look at you as purity dirt that they walk over top of. I'm better than you, I'm this and that. It's the worst feeling that a nigga can ever experience. And like I say, for me, my younger age growing up, that's all I experienced was just hatred and dislike and dismiss and shit like that. In the midst of all that cloud of darkness, it was like that 1% what actually showed me those connections and that love. But the majority was brutal. Like, nigga, brutal. I mean, I'm gonna talk so bad about you, man, that when you wake up the next day, you still feel pain. You know what I'm saying? That's what I dealt with. And people's always like, damn, why you ain't used to talk that much? Or why you ain't used to do that? Nigga, I was tortured, nigga. I was never celebrated. I never was loved like that. Nobody gave a fuck about me like that. Nigga, I went through so much pain and so much belittling and shit. And this ain't from my mama. My mama loved the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? It was just the women in the community. I would say more women than anything, because the dudes, you hung with the dudes, you chill with the dudes and shit like that. It was really mostly the women, bro. Like, I never really, like, every beef that I had came from something that a woman did. Like real street shit when niggas about to get shot, all type of crazy. It was a woman, bro. Like, it wasn't no niggas that I'd be hanging around straight killers. Went none of them niggas try to fuck with me, hurt me, none of that. You bring 10 women around, you bring 10 of the craziest niggas in the neighborhood. The craziest niggas in the neighborhood, we blowing smoke, chilling, relaxing, drinking. Bring them 10 crazy women into the mix of the 10 gangster guys, and I'm about to get killed. Just because you brought them women in there in that community. I'm not, bro, I ain't telling no lies, bro. I ain't telling no lies. It's just something about, that's why when I was in the community, a lot of times I would just stay quiet. I wouldn't talk at all because I felt like they targeted me. I felt that shit, like the way you look and shit like that. They may like this nigga over here, like this nigga over here, but I'm gonna pick on you and crack jokes on you and belittle you in the meantime. This gonna be my entertainment, is just to fuck with you and belittle the fuck out you as much as I possibly can, because it's entertaining to me. While I'm hurting and feeling pain, they entertained by that shit. That's why I used to be quiet. I ain't used to talk for real. I used to just be quiet because I felt like that's what they used to do to me. Like, and that's why everybody like, it took a while for me to grow out of that shit because of the psychological and all the pain that I felt over the years of when they used to do that shit. And that's what they always do. We had groups of girls coming over, and we was all with the guys and shit like that as a youngin'. You know what I mean? That's what normally happened. Oh, the biggest nigga in the room. You know what I mean? Let me joke on him. Let me joke his shoe size. Let me joke his face. Let me say all type of harsh, fucked up shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the other guys, they don't really do the same shit to them. They don't really say the same or do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course, if I'm rich today and tomorrow, right, and I'm single, would I go to that? Hell no. Hell, hell no. You just not gonna want to feel that pain no more. That shit is painful, nigga. We human just like everybody. That's because we in the masculine form and we man. Don't mean we don't feel no pain, nigga. Nigga shoot me, I feel pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm human just like everybody else, and they think, oh, you a man. You just a man. Like, no, it don't. Nigga, somebody psychologically, as you a kid from a young age, always calling you ugly, always calling you fat, nasty, all type of fucked up ass names. You ain't gonna grow up and think you some amazing man. You gonna think you a nothing, bro. For people to always say negative and fucked up shit about you all the time. So like, how the fuck? I don't understand people's concept of that shit. I was tortured as a kid. Seriously. Like, seriously, man. When it came to the women, I was tortured, nigga, like badly, bro, in the worst way. So it's like nowadays, like, as I got older and I was dating and shit like that, I just, in my mind, I just always seen that reflection of what they used to do to me. And then when I got in those relationships, I would see the same thing, where it was like, no matter how much I loved them, no matter how much I cared about them, they just hated me, purely just hated me. Just for who I was, how I looked and shit. They just purely hated me. Was no love there. They ain't gonna never call my phone and, how you doing, bro? You all right? This and that. It was none of that shit in my community, bro. Like, none. Still to this day, there was never no celebration of none of that shit. It was all I'm gonna do is spit in your face. Like I say, with niggas that saved me was Dre and them. Like, I truly believe in my heart of hearts, my mama and Dre, my best friend. I believe that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them niggas. If Dre wasn't here, I don't think I'd be here. Trey won't here, I don't think I'd be here. Because of the fucked up shit they used to do to me, bro. Like, they used to do some, I can't even say on camera all the fucked up shit they used to do to me. They used to do some fucked up shit to me, bro. So it's like, when niggas like, damn, Charlie, why you say this and that, do this and that, bro, nigga. I know some people go through bad relationships and this and that. I get that. But the shit that I dealt with won't even no relationship. I'm just gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna belittle you. Your clothes, shoes, I'm just gonna fucking destroy you. Cause I just hate you. Right? That's what they did to me, bro. I should be Jason right now, nigga. I should be motherfucking one of these killer serial niggas, man. That's who I should be from all the damage I done. But I gotta thank God that I'm not that. I gotta thank Dre. I gotta thank my mother. Because without them, I wouldn't be the nigga that's sitting before you feeling happy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to smile, bro. I promise you, man. In my neighborhood and what I went through as a kid, man, it was fucked up, bro. Fucked up. My experience with most black, I had better experiences with black guys than males. I mean, better experiences with the homies than the females. The females treated me like pure trash, man. Like pure trash, man. And like I said before, this is the reason why when people used to see me earlier and back in the days, I was so quiet, because that damage is still walk with me to this day. All the fucked up and harsh things they did to me, the humiliation. Nigga, I could do a whole movie, nigga, on Lifetime, bitch. On Tubi, nigga. Of the fucked up shit I experienced. Just being taught to be a loving man and going into a world where these women look as straight savages. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hell nah, bro. Like, I don't feel no tight way with T.O. said. I understand where he coming from. And I tell you right now, if I was rich like that, successful like that, and I had them experiences and shit, I would have never dated a black woman a day in my life. Because of what I experienced. I'm not just saying this shit for just to be saying this shit. Nigga, if a woman could just touch my skin and see what I'm talking about, they'll be like, whoa. They'll come out that bitch like, whoa. Damn, they did that shit to you? I can literally tell you stories that'll make motherfuckers cry. Like real rap. Like the fucked up shit, nigga. Like, so nah, bro, I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why I don't hold them, G. I don't hold them. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, bro, like, those experiences fucked me up. Going into becoming a growner man, like an adult man, it affected me through my life, bro. Like, it just affected my mental. I just never really was able to heal through those scars that they caused me in my younger days, man. And just walking in life, it was just the worst shit I ever experienced, man. And I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy, but I just gotta thank God for the people that he put around me, bro, because I don't think I'd be here today if it wasn't for those individuals standing in the gap like that. Because, like I say, in my community, the black women that was around, 1% of them actually cared about me. The rest of them, nigga, fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna do you dirty. That's why I had so many people trying to protect me from different women and different people, because they already knew this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say about that. I'm out, G. A will to win a healthy life. All natural products. Come join the new movement, guys. We got products in different categories such as sports, weight loss, beauty, and also household products that's all made all natural. Click the link in the description. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit that like button. And when you hit that notification bell, it will always let you know every time that I upload new content.